Let's go live. Fuck it out. Let's see what's going on there. Right, we are live. What's going on, champs? Let's get this cracking on there. You guys see? Morning, everybody. So, welcome to the episode of Dainks Daily Trade, episode 13. Jesus Christ, man, we have done this 13th time. Well, this is the 13th time today. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. If you guys caught the outlook yesterday, you guys see what we're looking for. Potential plays around like 10k, 11k ish kind of thing that we're talking about as well. Big question is the long freaking dump is over? Are we ready to long? Can we climb back up or not? X, Y, and Z. There's a lot of questions to be asked, but to be honest, I'm gonna say this out right here. We've got a long way to go, okay? Price at the moment is at 20k. The range band play that we're playing at Q1 2021 is between 28 to 61k. So we've got $8,000 to climb up. Doesn't sound a lot, right? But if it's a bear market, it's a fucking lot, okay? So in the meantime, I'm going to be honest with you, I had a quick look at the market before I actually jumped on live and whatnot in the last like 20 minutes or so. There's not much to actually say in terms of how we're going to long this out and the swing plays. There is a swing play opportunity we're going to cover. We are going to go through day trade scenarios and whatnot. We are at resistance on the daily though, so that's another thing we need to pay attention. There's a lot of things to keep an eye on as well, but nevertheless we can still make some money out of the market. Nothing changes, we just play it as it comes, level to level. You know how it goes, right? So let's get cracking, man. So yeah, Scott, man, how's it going? Good to have you here. Smash up the likes and yeah, man, hit subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell icon, and so you guys get the updates of what's going on there. Alright then, let's get to cracking. Now, let's just cover if we're going to long this market, how we're going to long this market, where the stop loss would be, okay? Now, let's go on weekly. Having the weekly, we start on that. Because we've had a good week, a good close actually, I gotta say. I did say, ideally what we wanted is something like this. Close above the previous all-time high, and as you can see, we did, right? So that shows that price has actually dipped back into it. If you recall yesterday, I was talking about how, let's have a look, I'll show you. Let me just squash this up, bring this up there, and you can see what's going on there. So I was talking about how this was the consolidation. We get the breakout, now we've got the retest, right? How deep does this retest pull? Does it come back over here? Does it hold above it, range bound in this area, then climbs back up and then goes up higher? Or does it do something like this, right? So bang, retest, and off it goes, gets back into this range and keeps going higher. We don't really know yet, all right? That's the honest truth. If anyone says that they know and it's time to long or whatever, tell them to shut up. Really, we're far from knowing anything, right? No one knows what's happening. The great SC always said the market will do whatever the fuck it wants to do, and it's really, really true. Because look, no one thought, including myself, I didn't really think that we'd come back to 20k. But the moment we start step back into it, and I look, this weekly close was a clean smash, right? You can see. The moment we did a clean smash, I mean, we had to fill all these inefficiencies, right? And it did that. Does it fill up all this inefficiency too? You can do so too. It will do whatever it wants to do. So, but we'll find out what it is level to level. So, just quick one man shout out to Rolf, Jay, Atom. You got Asgard, Khalid, Imran. What's going on? Hope you got. Oh, Udin. Is it Udin? Udin from Twitter. What are you saying, brother? Yeah, that's true, man. That's what SC says. Catch the meat of the move. So even if you miss a bunch of move, you can still catch wicks all the way down there. I mean, we had plans for mid-range and this consolidation here, which we did, right? And now that we close above it, let's see what happens. Do we squeeze a bit more lower? Do we not? We'll see. All right then, let's have a look on the daily. What's happening on the daily? Okay, daily wise, yeah, it's a good Sunday. It was a good Sunday yesterday that we had to close up, but we're facing this low here. So this is a consolidation. I'm looking over here, but price has acted at, let's have a look, put this thicker so you guys can see a little bit more. Now, do I long? Do I short over here? Nah, it's a dead man zone. I said this from Thursday last week. This area here is all dead man zone, okay? It's just scalping opportunity. It's a tough one to play with, right? Because until we reclaim this range low, we can't go to mid range. Let me get this mid range up. There we go, that's around the mid range. And from the mid range to range high, okay? At the same time, we've got this blue box. What is this blue box here? It's this consolidation over here, right? Because essentially what could happen, right? We might get some plans, right? Let me delete all this crap. And there we go. Essentially what could happen, right, is something like this. Price gets up, does its thing, comes back in, and then finds resistance, breaks down, and then it can just do something like this. Bang, right? Price could do that, right? That's one scenario. Price could climb up, come up here, maybe actually retest this area here, or even pull back into the range low of 2021. And what would that do? And if that rejects, breaks down from this high over here, from this low over there, sorry, and then come back down, and that's it. That's deeper pullback, right? That's what price could do, right? And all this was just a retest. That's what it was, okay? So there's a few things that can happen, but we can still make some moves out of it, whether it goes up, whether it comes back down over here, whether it comes up, breaks down over here. It doesn't really matter. We can still make some move out of it. Doesn't matter. For me, I mean, where I will be like, you know what, time to start looking at some plays a lot more higher is if we start reclaiming this area here, right? Which I mentioned in the beginning of it. Once it reclaims this is back into the consolidation of this area. Once we reclaim this, break range high, hold above it, let's go. Bob's your uncle, we play it level to level, okay? And that's what we'll be looking for if we can get into this area here, alright? That's what we need to. If we can get into this area, then we can be like, alright, time to play higher. At the same time, which I've discussed yesterday, we need to keep an eye on ETH-BTC. What's happened to ETH-BTC? You see this, man? This is fucking not nice, to be honest, if you ask me. ETH-BTC, obviously you got the range high, range low, mid range, and all we've done is retested it. You clearly see it's just a retest, to be honest. We ain't done nothing. It hasn't been strong enough. Ethereum has been quite weak still against BTC, that it hasn't even bothered to try and smash into it yesterday. I mean, if you can smash into it and hold, then yeah, we can start playing to this level, then this level, but actually to that first target, second target, third target, alright? But that's none of that. So if this breaks down from here, come back into this level over here, this low, initial low, breaks down, then we start playing it back to 42, right? And that's what I'm looking for, which I discussed yesterday. Yesterday I was saying to you guys that what was so important, it was the original consolidation of two years worth of consolidation for Ethereum. And all it is, this is a consolidation, and this is the breakout, retest, then we look for the expansion, if we can get expansion. But I think we've got a lot more way to go. There's more downside to this market. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. I mean, we'll go to, let's have a look at dollar quickly. I'm gonna have a look at dollar before I even touch anything else, man. How are you doing, Critique? How's the kids? The kids alright? So, oh yeah, let's just do this. So, what it is, in terms of dollar, that's my quarterly range high, that's my quarterly range low, mid-range over here, okay? And all we've got is deviation, 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 another deviation. And the question is, this is another deviation. We don't know, right? But if it holds this level here, holds it, and then it starts breaking higher, I think we go a lot more higher. How high? I believe we go to hundreds. There's levels within this as well, to be honest. Because you go back to, I mean, we're now facing this. We're at a critical point, to be honest. You see this? It's pretty much an SR if you look at it, from about there to there. That's about an SR, because you can see this price retested it, finds resistance, gets above it, holds it, and then it just goes a lot more higher and makes higher highs until it breaks down, smacks down back into the SR, holds it again second time once it gets below it, and it sells off. Okay, so then we're expecting, right, essentially off an SR, oops, for a while, off an SR we can expect this to potentially hold, right, and where are we right now? You can see, right, it's come down to resistance, okay? I'm change this color for a moment there. Let's make this as purple, okay? And now let's have a look at where we are. Come back down, and yeah, we're finding resistance. It is like, you couldn't make this up, to be honest as well, because this block here is a 4-hour block. You can see here. So that was the initial high on the 4 hours with price consolidated there, gets below it, comes back into it, and it's actually that level I just marked out is literally the mid-range really. To be honest, you can't make this up. Look how it is, how it reacts over here. Support, gets down, resistance, sells off. Then we go up, and it's now choppy. It's now become a bit of a meme now. Okay, it's a bit of a joke, but yeah. So where would I get comfortable in terms of shorting dollar? Dollar for those who play the forex. Well, let's have a look. So we've got this level here and this level here. Okay, this is price of consolidation. We've got deviation, another deviation over here because we step back into it. Is this support or is this deviation? The fact that we come back into this blue box and we start breaking down, target will be over here, which is approximately 103, let's say 104. Break down into it. We need to break this key level. This is key level. What is this key level? On the daily, it was off this mean level over here. All right. So as you can see, I'm going this through quickly as well because it's not really not much to talk about anyway. So like yeah, that's resistance, and then from there we now come into an area of where the fuck are we? Yeah. And now it's just becoming choppy over here. So we'll see how it goes. Where would I get comfortable to start shorting once we get below this red level over here, which is about 103.65, call it. Yeah, and if that happens, break down. Once we get below this level here, this black level here, break down, we can start going to this target over here. Target 1 over there, well, target 1, target 2, and then target 3. And then we can see, so you remember that range I drew out on the, this is a quarterly range, right? So you see that? Then we've got to figure out, is this a deviation of a range? So we step back in, and then we can call it a deviation to go back lower, or is this a retest? If it's a retest, then we're going to go a lot more higher, all right? So, tricky to say. Market's all over the place at the moment. That's dollar, but for those actually who remembers what I talked about, with dollar, it's pretty much inversely proportionate. I'm not saying it is exactly, but it's inversely proportionate to BTC. If dollar goes up, Bitcoin will go down, all right? If dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up, right? It's approximately that kind of area there. So let's have a look what happens now. I keep thinking I've got my freaking slippers on me, man, but it's not. Anyway. So that's dollar for you. That's the quick outlook on there. But let's look at BTC now. The all important BTC. Yeah, man, I'm doing alright. It's good to be back, man. I'm just happy to be back in the UK. I just miss home. I really miss home. Alright, let's have a look. 21.5k VAR, potential short. Yeah, potential short. It is a potential short. It could be 21. Let's say 21.9k. Yeah, you could step back into this area. We'll see what happens. Like I said, right, it's a dead man zone in this area, okay? So I wouldn't short anything. I mean, look, there's 30 people here, man. Smash the likes for me, man. I appreciate everything here. Appreciate all your support here, man. So you guys actually watching this as well. It seems like a lot of people want to make some money in this bear market, and yeah, man. So be it. We'll get to oil in a bit as well, but remind me about oil as well if you don't mind. So look, this here. Consolidation, is this a retest for us to go lower? Okay, because if you go lower, what we're looking for, where would I look to short? I mean, you could short here, right? I mean, a retest, a kiss off this area, break down, right? Then you can start looking to short. Stop loss, I'd say around the mid-range, above the mid-range. So just in case, it gives you some breathe space, because if you start holding, then I have to start looking at the cut. I need to look at cutting trade, right? Because that means we're going to go back, potentially back to mid-range, okay? So before we even do anything, right, for those who remember, in the beginning of the month I did the monthly open. The same thing with the weekly open, okay? Weekly open, let's look at, let's have a look. So weekly open happened at 1 o'clock UK time. it's actually here. That's the weekly open. I want to mark this as orange because that's my color. I'm color coordinated like that. I'm not weird like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not one of them guys who actually just freaking have like a stack of pens where I use colors and stuff like that. To be honest, I'm black and white. I'm like, when I used to study very black and white. I don't like pictures. I think pictures was a bit gay. Sorry, I didn't mean gay, but you know what I mean. It was a bit like, it was too much. I'm like, this is like children's book, innit? I like black and white stuff. But when it comes to trading, I tell you something, that having color coordination makes things a lot more easier. Because when you're trading off like when you're scalping and then you're like, oh right, shit, I'm approaching a blue level, that's a daily level, reaction's going to be quite strong there, cut the trade over there, vice versa kind of thing. So that's it, weekly open. So that's the weekly open. Let's zoom into it, make it nice. So all we can see right now, right, the price got below it, and now do we hold above the weekly open, right? Interestingly, we didn't get into it. I mean, like, let's have a look at the hourly actually. Yeah, so you see how we closed into the just below the weekly open, and then now we smashed above it. That's interesting. The question is, is this a deeper pullback? All right, we'll find out if it's a deeper pullback, and you can start saying, yeah, okay, time to make some shorts off a few things. All right, so I've got this block here from this here, right? Now this is an all or nothing kind of area now we're looking at, right? So what do I mean by all or nothing? Let me explain it to you. Okay. Now if I was short, right? Elizabeth, good morning. Bruges, morning from Belgium, man. It's good to see you guys, man. Yeah, morning from the UK. Weather's good today, to be honest. The UK is always kind of shit when it comes to weather-wise, but good to have you guys here, man. So yeah, so what I mean by like all or nothing here at the moment. So if we're looking to short, right? So you see this high over here that I highlighted. This is the last high that's in the market back down low, right? Why? Because you can see price got in, tested it, tried to test it again, didn't, fail retest, and then it just sells off. Okay. So now, ideally, what we'd like to do is see this level to actually hold as resistance, right? Look at the close at 27 minutes. As long as we close below here, right? I'll start timing on the 15 minutes. Any retest of here, break down below the weekly open, this level up here, right? Okay, that'll be your confirmation. To be honest, you can say full confirmation is below here. Do this right there. Full, like proper confirmation, I'd say is over here. Nah, I wouldn't. But yeah, retest, breaks down over here. You can say that is now your shorting opportunity. That's your confirmation for shorting opportunity, where you got this line over here. You see, if you do something similar to this, let's make this black. Then we can start playing the yeah, if it breaks down below here, especially in this area down there, then we can start playing shorting opportunities, where target one will be in this area here of the previous all-time high, taking out these lows over here, and then these lows over here. If we start breaking down below here, step back into this range that we played originally. This is the range I'll draw in a second. Going for these lows over here and these lows here. Probably say target 3, so the target 1 there, target 2 over here. God damn it, my hands. I had it right there. Go! There, that will do. Yeah, target 2 there, target 3 and target 4. Boom, that's it. And that's the trade done, right? This is the shorting area here, right? Off this. And we'll see what's happening right now. We're closing below it. So it's giving me more confidence to say, yeah, it's time to short this motherfucker right here, to be honest. So you could actually take a trade right now. I mean, let's have a look. If I were to short it right now, what would be the short position? We'll take it right here. Stop loss. Just put the blue box. It's actually a really good R, to be honest, as well. This is a 3.4 R trade there, man. Bro, shut the fuck up about you guys sands and shit, man. You guys fucking taking the piss every single day, man. Fuck you guys. I love you guys, man, but god damn it, man. Gives me nightmares though, honestly. Because you know what? These bastards, right? Like, you know what? It was actually NJ. It was NJ the bastard who actually told me about freaking Baisan. I trusted the guy. Like, he's my brother, innit? Like, there's no reason for my brother to start lying to me. Say, yo, listen, right? Because if he tells me, dude, there's a fire in like over the mountain and shit like that, right? We need to jump off this fucking bridge, innit? I'm jumping off the bridge because he's telling me to do it. Because I believe there's no fucking reason for him to lie to me. So, like an eater shorty, shut the fuck up. Mustafa, good to have you here, man. I'm doing well. How you guys doing, man? But yeah, so that's a good opportunity right there. 3.4 hour trade. If we can extend targets, we're looking at about freaking 10 hour trade. Let me get ready for this. Give me a second. Let's have a look here. 15 minutes. Yeah, I like that. I like it. I think it works out well. Works out well right now, and we make a good trade. You know, at least short term to here to 19, 20. Let's say call it 20k level, and then we can see if we get any further. Because if you take the trade right now, right, hits target. That's target one, right. If it holds, right, and start showing bullish market structure like this, right, then you cut the trade. Cut the trade, say fuck it, because he might retest off here, and if he comes back down and start breaking down, you enter the trade again. Go back more lower, back to the 20k level. But if we get a nice shank down here and break down, let's go to take out all these shitty ass liquidity. Right, that's all we gotta do. All right, pretty simple. Shorting's easy, man. Those who say that shorting's hard, it's not. All right. It's the afternoon in Australia, man. You know what? I want to go to Australia one day, man. Because like Mauritius to Australia's not that far. I think how far is it? Take a flight. I think it's like 5 or 6 hours or so. I'm down to do it, man. So good. You know what? Let me make Elizabeth as a freaking. Give me a second, guys. Go to this. Where's Elizabeth? Can't believe it didn't even make it as a admin moderator. Cool. Done. Let's close this back down. Cool. Alright, Elizabeth, you're now a moderator, so hopefully that should help. Appreciate that. Man, these naked people, man, they really like coming on this freaking chat, innit? I don't know what's going on, man. Naked girls and shit, man. Listen, I don't want to see naked girls. I just want to see some money in my alt account, innit? You ain't got nothing better to do, man, these fucking waste mans. Probably a bunch of hairy ass men, man, like from Pakistan or India, that's where they're all from. I've got nothing wrong with Indians or Pakistanis, man. People think I am Pakistani or Indian, to be honest, as well, but I'm not. I don't know, Elizabeth. I think you're the attraction, you know. They see Elizabeth, they're like, yo, maybe we can actually get Elizabeth to come see naked girls. I don't know. Nah, dude, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? I got spyware for what? I don't use this computer for anything else apart from this whole trading stuff, man. Freaking crazy ass bastard. So yeah, so that's a shorting opportunity right there. Where would I be wrong? Okay, where would I be wrong? If we get a clean smash above here and hold above it, then we can start saying we reverse it, whatever the deviation is. So let's say he does this thing, gets back down here and holds above it. Then I say, look, stop loss over here. Once we step back into this range low, play back to target one. Well, say target, yeah, back to target one there, and that'll be like the trade there. If we get above it, hold, then we can say this high here and then this high there. All right, but in my opinion, I think we go a lot more lower. All right, so thing is, it all comes down to the weekly open. I think New York Open, which is in about a few hours time, we'll start thinking. It's around the time when NJ does his show, actually. I don't know, Stano. Is Elizabeth a dude? Is that what everyone's actually wondering? Elizabeth, are you a dude? I bet you Elizabeth's a dude, you know. I've never seen Elizabeth, so I can't confirm. I can't confirm. I've spoken to her on Telegram and voice notes as well. Even then, you can always actually trick people with these freaking, you know, them ones like the guys who smokes a lot and can't fucking talk. Yeah, equities are closed. I think it's a mini public holiday. Where is she? MashaAllah. Lucky man, NJ. Lucky man. So yeah, where are we? Let's get back in. Cancel that crap. So yeah, that's really it for the day trade in terms of BTC. There's not much to say. I mean, look, if I were to swing, oh yeah, I was gonna say, if I were to swing long, okay, swing long, right? In terms of saying that, yeah, we're gonna go higher and the low is in. Where would I actually take the trade? All right, even if I take the trade now here, for example, where would my stop loss? Would it be here? Fuck knows, because we have an opportunity for it to wick back down lower, right? Where my stop loss would be off this low here. You see this low here? What's so special about this low? It's because that was the initial low that's in the market up higher, right? It's a range bound environment over here. I've done this a few times from yesterday and so on and so forth. Just there, right? So that's the range bound environment that we're playing there, and that will be my stop loss over here, because I'll show you this. Let me just put this over here. I need to lock this in actually. So 1 second there. So if I double tap this, go to coordinates, and the number comes down to, what's the number? 716,188. Yeah, I'm gonna do ETH in a bit as well. Yeah. What's up, SJ? How you doing, brother? So yeah. So what I look at is that that's where my stop loss is. My hard stop has to be here, right? If, I'm just saying if, that you were to be bullish, saying that we're going to go higher prices to go a lot more higher, okay? But the moment price comes back in, start breaking down, I mean, look, cut the trade, because we're going to take out this low here and potentially take out this low here. And then what happens from this range bound environment? Do we break below it and then come back to this area here? We don't know. We'll have to figure it out as the time comes. No one's going to know. I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball. Sure, I know Elizabeth doesn't have one at the moment. Otherwise, she'll be telling me to long some alts, and I would be longing alts, but I'm not longing anything. So that's BTC. Okay, Ethereum. So look at Ethereum. All right. So Ethereum, same shit. We're gonna do. All right. Fuck off. Ethereum is a bit of a nasty one at the moment. Okay, so let's do this again. Same thing. All right. So we're gonna find out where the weekly open is. Go to the week. How does the weekly? Even the weekly looks fucking shit. You know, fucking hell. The fact that we're still below this range over here, under the mid range, is not looking good. We're finding support of macro 75% of the range, which tells me there was more likely we're going to go a lot more lower, man. This area here has to be retested. What is it? This inefficiency right here, right? That needs to be filled up. The interesting thing now, which I'm loving a lot more, I'll be honest with you guys, is that crypto is finally behaving like a forex pair. It is acting like traditional markets, and because it's acting like that, this is fucking amazing to me. This is how I I'm going to scalp the market a lot more harder than ever before. But the fact that it's still, yeah, I mean, it's in this macro range. Look, weekly wise, right? Let's just ignore this for a second, okay? Let's just talk about Ethereum right now, because if you're thinking, are we long? Or can we long it? Fucking look at Ethereum, man. Ethereum's telling us, no, don't fucking long shit. Just start shorting shit in it. So let's have a look. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Take care, NJ. Really appreciate that, man. Take care of yourself, dude. But yeah, Ethereum. So the fact that we step back into this range and we close on the weekly. See this massive shank of a close? Any retest, to me, looks like we're going to do this. But then from there, we'll see what happens. Do we hold above it and get back above it? We don't know. We'll have to see. But I do want to see some consolidation in this area here. If we consolidate in this area here for a longer period, it gives us some more incentive to like, alright then, cool, accumulation is happening. And if accumulation is happening, that means whales are starting to buy the dip. That's buying the dip. Not the fucking dip that your fucking influencers are talking about, man. Fuck these guys, man. On CT, a bunch of shitbags. Oh shit, man. 90% of influencers on crypto Twitter are fucking shit. I'm gonna say out there, tell them Dainks said that you're shit, because they are shit. Don't say that to SEO XO, that's a lie. They're fucking sick, right? Or MJ. They like, he's good, he's really good. I'm not saying he's sick, but he's good. It's just good. But yeah. Yeah, I think he popped out. He's got to get ready for his stream as well, which is probably around 12ish as well, in about an hour and 15, an hour and a half. check it out. A lot to learn from there as well. Wonder what he's going to bring on the market today. But yeah, so the fact that we've done that, it just looks fucking shit. We need to retest this $750. We're not over yet. We can go a lot more lower. We can even come. What we could do is do this, right? Sure. We could do this, right? Let me extend this so people don't get confused and shit. Could easily do something like this. Come down, range bound, range bound, range bound, range bound. Come back here, hold above it, get back, step back into the range bound, and then break up. That's what we could do. And if we do that, there's going to be a lot of buys over here. Up this area, there's going to be a lot of buys. So you're going to know when to start buying, honestly, because it's going to be a long time of consolidation. It's not going to be like a day or 2 days of consolidation, trust me, because whales are one. Look, you have to put yourself in the mind of, if you have like $1 million, for example, would you put all your bags in right here over there? A lot of people would have, right? But if you got $1 million, you wouldn't. Treat your $100, your $1,000 investment, $10,000, whatever you got, right? Treat that investment as if it was $1 million, because it is $1 million to you. My $5 investment is $1 million to me, because one day I plan to make that as $1 million. So why don't you start doing the same thing? Start positioning yourself. This is why DCA is not a good idea. It's dangerous. Whoever made up that DCA bullshit needs to get shot in the fucking balls, man. Honestly, it's DCA. It's for pussies who don't know how to fucking trade. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, look, anyone mentions DCA, you know straight up they can't trade for shit. 100%. They can only trade in the bull market, because everyone can trade in the bull market. Bear market, it's a whole different freaking ball game. It's a different game where you see who are virgins and who's not a virgin, right? You can clearly tell who's a virgin now, right? And I'm telling you, 99% of CT clearly are virgins. They may have, girlfriends or whatever. Trust me, they're virgins, man. Because they're not giving good advice, man. No one's giving good advice. Everyone's talking shit, to be honest. But anyway, that's my rant over. So yeah, Ethereum. So let's have a look at the weekly. So the weekly open was about here. So if I do that, is that right? Yeah, that's right. So if you go on the daily, yeah, that's fine. On the hourly, you see how we're below. You see, this is how you start timing BTC and Ethereum together. You see how Ethereum is still weak. It's below the freaking thingy. Monday's open. Same time. Oh, bring out the BTC chart. Look where we are. I told you, man. We're going to the trade anyway, so my second screen. That's why I love having two screens. So yeah, I've entered the trade of around 20.7k, whatever the number was. But yeah, so the fact that Ethereum is below the weekly open, that shows me weakness. There's weakness. Why? Because it rejected off which block? It's this block here. Same hourly, similar off this. I would have been wrong on the idea if we got up and taken out this high over here. And then I'd be like, right, cool, we're going to go higher off this, and then going higher back into this range here. See this range over there? So we've got a lot more downside to go. So again, with Ethereum, you can start taking a trade. Half position, you can say, hard stop around here, to be honest there, but I'll put my stop loss there. Don't copy me on this one as well, but you can see, let's have a look, even if we do this, right? This might be a bit far-fetched. Nah, this work. Let's have a look. This one, yeah, I think we got one over here. Right, so you got like a trend line over here. Let price do its thing. If it wants to bounce off it, retest it one more time. The moment it breaks down below this, that's the 75% of the range as well, by the way, of the macro. And then we can start saying, yeah, target 1, target 2. Then we can start taking out these lows over here, target 3, going back to this area here, target 4. Then that's the trade done. Right? So yeah, that's the trade done. At any moment, if it comes, let's say it comes to this area here, and price gets into it and holds above it, and then start showing bullish market structure, cut the trade, take your profits, because price could most likely go back up. Alright, and then we can start shorting it back down. Alright, so that's Ethereum right there. That's it, really. I want to show you Solana as well. Solana, I did say I pull back from here, break down from this area here, then we start playing it. Once we get below this level, that will be confirmation. We're going back to lower 25% range, and then back into this area, range low. Okay, so that's that there. I think I did yesterday GRT, was it? Yeah, someone said to me GRT. I believe it was. Yeah, and I didn't think we would come back up there, but again, at mid-range, breakdown over here. Once we get below this, that's your confirmation. Short this fucker back to range low. The moment we come back into this as well, target 2, and then we're going to go a lot more lower to 3 cents, target 3. Done. And that's it. That was GRT yesterday. AVAX, I did AVAX yesterday. Let's have a look at AVAX. USDT, Finance. Alright, so come back to range high. Let it do its thing. The moment it gets back below it, and resistance, this area here, that's the mid range there actually here. So once it gets back, once it holds back into the range high, that'll be a trigger. Target 1, get back below, target 2, and then if we hold above it, and then we'll be like, right, cool, let's go the trade. But I think we're gonna go a lot more lower. Target 2, then if we hold below here again, cut the trade. But I still think we're going a lot more lower. Target 3 over here, going back to range low, $12 for target 4. Okay, and that's another compound opportunity over here. All right, because you can bring your stop loss over here above whatever deviation at mid range. That's that there. What else can we cover quickly? Someone said oil as well, yeah. Oil USD. No, what am I? Oil USDT at 11. US oil. Is it the one I have? Yeah, I put that. Let's have a look. So daily. Oh shit! This is a very old chart. What the fuck? I remember this. Look at my notes back then. Damn. This is 2019, dude. Oh my days. Yeah, this is prior to the fucking thingy. The dump. Oh my god. This is how I used to chart. Shit, motherfucker. Pivots. Oh man. This is like this is like SE's class kind of thing. I used to do my homework on that. Oil. Do I have a chart for oil? I don't actually. I probably don't. Let me delete all this. Delete. Cool. Let's have a look. Okay, let's make this nice and basic. Alright, weekly. God damn it, oil is fucking crazy. Right, so how would I look at longing and shorting oil? To be honest, what was it? I forgot on the there was sheet. If US oil goes up, that means dollars going up. I can't remember. I really can't remember. I need to come back on US oil, to be honest. I think it was Asgard who was talking about it. But I forgot what was there was fuck. Okay, I think I might have it in my notes. Give me a second. Where's my notes? This one here. I got it. So if oil goes up, USD CAD goes down, which basically means USD is going to go down. Is that right? No. Yeah. If oil goes up, USD CAD goes down. Alright, cool. Gold goes up, USD goes down. Yeah, okay, cool. So anyway, so I'm expecting oil to go up then. If I'm looking at what's it? Put this back up there. Where is it? Yeah, so I think oil goes up higher, in my opinion. I need to try this properly. I'll do that properly later. Can't be honest right now, to be honest. Because I'm in the trade of BTC, so I need to keep an eye on BTC, to be honest. So yeah, this high, let's say, from this. Yeah, the fact that we're taking at this high over here. So if you go on the weekly, I'll show you. Alright. So this tangle, this was the last high that's in the market down lower. So the fact that we've taken out this high over here, right? Can you see? And we come back up to me, and it dips into it. It's now support. Right, dip into it, hold above it, and let's go higher. That's in my opinion there. So this was the key point that we wanted to hold at least to, let's have a look what we got here. Yeah, $130. That's $130 over here. Put this down there. There we go. At least to around this area here. We haven't retested this area there. That's target 1. Get above it, and then we've got to take off these highs over here. And is that the high? Yeah, and that's the high of the fucking boy. So we'll see what happens from there. But oil goes a lot more higher, in my opinion. Yeah. So Fed says so. I got this right. If oil goes up, USD goes down. Well, USD CAD. That's the golden rule. USD CAD goes down. So if USD CAD goes down, that means the power of USD. Oh man, you're making me think. Fucking hell. So let's see. If USD CAD goes down, that means Canadian dollars has less value. No, then that means the dollar goes up. Dollar goes up. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The real key is this, and I think we have less chance of this happening. But the real thing is if we get down below here and break down, that's when we're like, alright, cool, let's go lower. But I think we go a lot more higher. I do think $131 gets retested, and I potentially think that these highs could be taken out as well. Because if you look at it this way, right, just look here, right, we've got a freaking range bound environment over here. Let me delete all this shit, right? Delete this, delete that, okay? So, can you guys see that? Right, so look, range high to range low, approximately. Look at that. Does the mid-range tell us a story? Yeah, it does. You can see here, right, price in this area. Let's just zoom into this area first. You can see price on weekly tells us a story. Yeah, it has resistance, gets up, support, gets below it, resistance, choppy, 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 choppy. The moment we get down here, break down from this low here. This low here sells off back to where? To range low. Okay. Obviously, target 1 here with the short would be, you got target 1 over here, target 1 off this, target 2 off this consolidation, which is about there. Gets above it. That's the smack down, the showing opportunity back to range low. Okay. Then what happens is in the future, well, which is present time, which has now become past. Obviously we had the COVID shit happen as well, which sent it back to 0. And here we are. We step back into the range. Once we step back into this range over here, we were going back to 25%, then 50%, and then we got up. And we never really tested this area. It doesn't have to, because it's really fucking bullish, because we're taking out this high over here. And to me, we're going to go a lot more higher to range high. Not getting price, to me, is range high. So even off the weekly, someone asked about like how do I chart the weekly, whatever, like, you know, draw ranges. There you go. That's another what you call it, fucking lesson there for you guys there. So you can see this range. This is 2008's range in it, from 2008 high to 2009 low. Yeah, and you can see this range for the last 12 years. This is where we've been stuck with. We've done. Well, actually, let's get all this crap. I've been giving out alphas one after another, and fucking hell, I'm a fucking G. All we've done is deviation, off we go. So that's it. So US, let me give you some alphas on Forex, right? I've got my notes right here. All right, I'm gonna give this out to you right now. All right. That's it. Where is it? Here we go. So if gold goes up, the dollar goes down, right? Dollar index, right? Gold goes up, AUD, USD goes up, gold goes up, and the New Zealand dollar and the US dollar go up, alright? So NZD/USD goes up. Gold goes up, obviously, because dollar goes down. The USD/whatever the pair is goes down. bond yield goes up, local currency goes down, the DAI goes down, the Nikkei goes down, USD JPY goes down. Right, that's the alpha there. These that I've actually wrote a long time ago. Shit, bring back memories, man. Thank you, SC, man. Thank you, bro. You really made me like the trader I am today. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'm getting a bit emotional. I'm gonna have to switch off, man. Fucking hell. Fuck, it's been hard though. Yeah, it's been hard. I'll tell you straight though. It has been so fucking hard. You guys don't see the fucking hard work that we put into it. Be it SC, XO, NJ, the lot. I mean, we went through hell and back, to get to where we are now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a millionaire, alright? I'm not a millionaire. Far from it. Let me open the window. I'm gonna take a smoke. Yeah, legit, man. I mean, there's 22 people here, so I'm gonna actually get a bit emotional here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Ask me any questions you want, I'll answer them right now. In terms of learning wise, X, Y, and Z. But legit, you guys don't see the fucking hard work that we put into it. Yesterday we talked about me and NJ went down memory lane a little bit and talked about how SE really killed the shit out of us as well. And there were times that we actually, like I said, man, there are times that I went to bed, man. I'm gonna talk about myself here. I was crying, man. Fucking hell, I was crying. And Elizabeth's here on the thingy, and she knows a lot of the stories as well. She knows about the hard work that we put into it as well. And she believed in us. She believed in us when no one did. We were nobodies at the time. At that time, Elizabeth met me when I had probably about 100 followers on Twitter or something like crazy low like that. And yeah, man, you guys can do it though. Honestly, you guys can do it. Alright, if anyone says, let me just switch off the chart and just chat to you guys face to face, man. You guys can do it. No one said that it's going to be easy. But if you really want to put the hard work into it and you want to make a difference in your life, your family's life, just put in the hard work, man, trust me. When did I start? I started in 2017. Alright, so in 2017, with the bull run, I bought the fucking high, man. Fucking hell, I bought the high in 2017 September. So NJ bought, he calls me up a week before I actually bought. He's been telling me every single day, yo, buy BTC. And we saw BTC at $50 in 2014 or some shit like that. 2013, 2014, we saw BTC at $50. And we were taking a piss. I was like, what the fuck's this shit? And we were trying to learn how to trade in it. We didn't know what we were doing at the time. And we lost a lot of money back in 2014. We came back in 2017, made some money on the way up. 2018 came out, bears, everyone in CT was bullish still, saying, yeah, this is just a retest, buy the dip. And yeah, man, fucking, what dip, man? There was no fucking dip. So we grinded. We met, SC put a lot of work into us as well. We blew up loads of accounts and shit like that, man. We lost tens of thousands of dollars. I'll be honest with you, we lost tens of thousands of dollars. I had to own hard work. At that time, I wasn't even I was still in uni. No, I was in my training. In pharmacy degree. And I was putting money into it, man, every single fucking month, man. I know NJ did as well. Because we would talk, man. We had each other. The key really is when it comes to actually having someone in trading, having a partner really helps you. Trust me. If it wasn't for NJ, I think I'd probably commit suicide. Legit. I'm not taking. I was in a very, very bad spot in life at that time. My father passed away. A lot of shit going on at home and whatnot. Everyone's got shit. It's not just me. We all got shit. We all got some dark secrets as well, which we don't talk about. We hide it across. We hide it from the world itself. But legit, it's been a long ass fucking road, right? And so yeah, Critique bought in 17 and she left as well, man. So yeah, that's the key though. The key is that you've just got to grind. You've got to do it. No one's gonna put in the work. Like today, I'm doing this right now, and it feels good. It feels fucking nice though. It feels really, really good to actually be able to teach you guys, because there's not many people that's doing this, right? There's not many people who's willing to take their time out for free to actually spend time with you guys intimately, pretty much as well, and then chat to you guys and show you plans, show you what range low is, and do that. Because if you ask most people on these influencers, they won't give you the time of day. We were nobodies, man. I'm still a fucking nobody. I don't give a fuck if I got 40,000 followers on Twitter or whatever. It doesn't mean shit. Like, alhamdulillah, today I am who I am today. But I don't give a damn about that. Take the fucking followers away, I'm still the same person. So, how do I recommend we should start learning? Any good books? I've never used any books, to be honest. Not a single book, right? There was a book that SC recommended, Ray Dalio. By Ray Dalio. What's that? Yeah, it's called Principles. It's a book called Principles, and it's literally a book that that's it. Ask God knows exactly. It's not. It doesn't teach you how to trade, but it's the mindset. That's what you got to put yourself into the mindset of it, and it's a tough game. It is a tough game. So you got to really look at. It really is a mental game. And I said this yesterday. Trading is a gentleman's game. You got to treat it like a gentleman as well. Treat it with respect. It will treat you back with respect, and that's the first thing you need to conquer as well. But put in the work into it, and trust me, you guys can actually, you can really smash this. And I'll see you guys with freaking 30, 40, 50,000 followers in the next bull run as well. But you guys have to put the work into it. If you don't put the work into it, it's not gonna help you. Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas is also nice. No, I didn't read that actually. I'm not going to teach you. Yeah, that's true. These books don't teach you how to trade. There's no such thing as a book teaches you how to trade. Yeah, there's no book that teaches you how to trade. It's neighbours. But at the same time, you've just gotta grind, man. So like the things I teach you as well, I've said this a few times, I'm gonna make some plans now that I'm back in the UK. I am gonna actually start doing like some like sessions, like a bit of like a YouTube stream. Shimmer, my lips are black, man, too much smoking. Don't smoke, kids. But I am gonna do some like some YouTube videos on SRs, ranges, risk management. Risk management is the first thing you need to understand. Bro, thank you, NJ, man. NJ's the king, man. Like I said in it, I was saying to these guys in it, NJ, that if I didn't have you, I think I'd commit suicide. Like we've had some falling out and stuff like that, and bullshit reasons really. There's always bullshit reasons anyway. Wasn't falling out here and there, but I remember at one point NJ said to me, because I qualified. And I didn't know what I was trying to trade at the same time, and I wasn't able to commit 100%. And NJ goes to me, he pulled me to the side. He's like, "Oh, listen, you got to decide now. If you want to trade, it has to be full time. You have to really be 100% committed. Are you committed and stuff like that?" And I said to him, "I'm not too sure. I don't know what I want to do." And he's like, "What's your plan? Like, what do you want to do in life now? And like, if you wanna walk away, like, don't worry about it. Like, don't." He said to me, this is what he said to me, and I was staying because of him, right? And we became like that. I stayed for him, and he said to me, "Look, if you want to go, right, just go. Like, I'm here and blah blah X, Y, and Z, and the market's back here, X, Y, and Z." And I thought, all I want to do was buy a house. I needed to buy a house. I needed to get out. I needed to get out of the situation I was in. And I said to him, I made a decision there. I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna disappear for like a year." Went for a year, and we were talking as brothers, but we weren't talking as trading brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because he carried on, and I said to him, I needed a year to buy a house, and I did that. Put down a fat deposit, got my house, and I started trading back again. And that's when I started learning that I could scalp. I think that's when NJ realised on Twitter, hang on a second, this nigga is this motherfucker right here is scalping, and we went back to, and then we got in touch again, go back into trading together again. We lost money again. We lost some money again. And yeah, here we are. And yeah, I can see, the thing is, like, me and NJ, like, you gotta find your niche, and that's the thing is, I think everyone needs to find their niche, and your niche is very different, right? My niche is different to NJ's niche, who's different to EXO's niche, who's also different to SC's niche. Now SC, he's an all-rounder. That guy's an all-rounder. He can swing trade, he can day trade, he can scalp trade, he can trade off the toilet, he can do anything, that guy is, right? And no one can be like him. And there's no one going to be like close to him. And as much as I like to think that I'm going to be as good as he is one day, there's no way, man. This guy's got fucking time on this guy, man. He's got time. This guy, he's a motherfucker, right? But I learned how to scalp through him. There was one lesson he actually did, just one single lesson he did on scalping, and that was it. And I thought to myself, that's the fucking shit I want to do. I want to be able to scalp. And I spoke to him afterwards, and he goes to me, bro, if you want to scalp, you've got to do this day in, day out, every single day. I don't want 50, he goes to me, I don't want 50 exam balls, I need 1,000. 2 weeks in, bang, I was fucking kidding. What's the reference link? I think most me. I don't have a reference link, man. I don't have one, man. I have to start doing that stuff soon as well. But honestly, once you find your niche, practice it. It literally is practicing, and you can't go wrong with practicing. The more you practice over and over and over and over again till it's freaking embedded into your mind, then you're good. When you're good, don't settle for good. Become the best. Right? There was someone special to me. My father said to me that life is short, right? Be remembered for not just what you're good at. Because if you're not good at it, right? Because if you're, what did he say? Fuck. There was a quote he said to me when I was like 13, and he stuck with me forever. He said that if you can't do what you're good at, then what are you good at? Something along the line. I need to figure it out. I think I've got a note somewhere. I wrote down loads of things that my dad said to me when I was young in a book. But it's true though. If you be good at something, right, and when you find out that you're good at something, be better at it. That's what you gotta do. Just master the shit out of it. So market's gonna do its thing, and you know, end of the day, you've just gotta play the game how it is, right? So, dude, yeah. Oh, let me tell you that story. So basically, Papa Dank in it. So MJ came down from London, and he stayed over at my place, isn't it? So it was him and my brother. I was chilling and whatnot. In the morning, I had work. I was working Curry's PC World, but I had like 2 jobs, fam. And I was at work, 8:30 in the morning. These motherfuckers text me, like NJ texts me in the morning, and he's like, yo, listen, come down, come back. He's telling me to come back in it, right? Come back, let's chill. Skip work in it. And I was like, you know what? I can't, man. I got work. And he's like, nah, skip it, man. Trust me, we have some fun. We play Naruto and shit like that. We were playing like that ninja game, that Naruto. It was the 3rd one, whichever it was, on the PS3. And so he's a dickhead, you know. He's tricked me throughout my whole life, you know. Anyway, my mind says, come back, we'll play games, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, alright then. So what I did, I said to work, yeah, you know what, I started pretending I lost my voice in it. Pretending to lost my voice. And I skipped work in it. I managed to skip work. And I went home, I said, yeah, guys, I can't do this, man. I can't work in it. I come home, I see the garage door open. So I popped in, because normally my dad smokes a cigarette, he leaves the garage door open. And like when I used to work at Sainsbury's at 11 o'clock at night, and I finish at 11, get home at 11:30, he would always wait for me. Papa Dank would always wait for me. He wouldn't go to bed till I get home. Doesn't matter if I come home at like midnight. And there were times I'd come home at 1 o'clock in the morning because of work was like, well, anyway. So I see the garage door open, so I go in, and I don't see my dad there, and I see freaking my brother and NJ there just digging. I'm like, what happened? He's like, NJ's like, good, you're here. And he's like, come dig this with us. I'm like, what do you mean dig with us, innit? He's like, yeah, your dad told us we're gonna dig this shit. Dude, I was so pissed off, man. I left work to come home to dig for free. And we had to dig this fucking, like a trench or some shit like that, man. And yeah, man. And they were taking a piss because like I'm a skinny guy in it, so I don't have like strong leg game in it, right? And I was trying to dig it, I was like put my leg into it, and they were taking a piss. So no, what happened was they were just standing there just watching me, and my dad comes into the garage. He goes, "Why are you digging like a little bitch for?" Oh man, we had some good times, man. Like I said, mate, if you have a brother, whatever, yeah, the piper, I went up. Yeah, so NJ goes upstairs to the toilet. I think you went upstairs to go play games or some shit like that. Dude, we got killed by my dad so many times, man. We had so much fun. We had so much fun though. There was one time we were moving stuff from London back to Birmingham, right? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and we come downstairs. We come downstairs. So 4 o'clock, we're moving all this shit from London to Birmingham, and I was gonna do it the next day. And just like, nah, let's do one massive trip now, and then the next day you don't have that much of a trip to do back. I'm like, cool, let's do it then. So we do it. We come back home at 4. We get back to Birmingham at 4 o'clock in the morning. Quietly open the door, putting these bags back inside. My dad comes downstairs with a fucking stick in it to beat them. He thought it was robbers in it. He goes down with a fucking bat or some shit like that to go bang us out, and he's in his boxers. And he's so MJ first. He goes, "Do I go good?" Which basically means, "It's you motherfucker." That was the last time NJ saw my dad, because the next time Pops left in it, and my dad was saying to him, was like, "Yo, like when you coming back, and like you don't come back here no more. It's not your house no more." And yeah, it literally was his last words he said to NJ. So but yeah, honestly, like saying about like talking about my dad and it, like have respect for your parents as well. It's the biggest thing you could do. I mean, don't get us wrong, my mom still pissed me off. I'm sure your parents pissed you guys off as well. So have respect, man. Show them love, alright? Be kind to them, because it's their prayers, their good wishes that gives us the push in life, you know? Honestly, you can't go wrong with your parents. Like, I'll tell you something though, like, it's been, 7 years since my dad passed away. There are things I hate, I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you. There are things I hate that he did. I got battered, I got fucked up. Like, fucked up badly when I was a kid. I'm not gonna go through the stories, but I got fucked up anyway. And yeah, rightfully so. I mean, I was a bad kid. I was naughty. I had got into a lot of fights. But you never, you know the saying you never know what you have until you lose it? It's fucking true though. It's fucking true. It is. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now. Tell us your first gay experience. I don't have a gay experience, dude. I don't have one. I did have a cousin that was gay. We have a cousin that's gay. It's more blood related to NJ than I am. Well, I know he is my first cousin, to be honest, but he's a cool lad though, I gotta say, right? Yeah. So, listen, I'm off now. I'm gonna get ready because I know NJ's got his he's your family, dude. So it's our family. Let's be honest, man. I can't do anything about it. So he's a good lad, though, isn't it? He's a good lad. But yeah, let's call it a day now. It's going on for like over an hour now, and the trades are there for BTC and Ethereum and whatnot. And hopefully we do this tomorrow and catch you guys tomorrow, because I know NJ's gonna get ready for his stream. So watch his stream, and yeah, comes on soon. So keep an eye on NJ's stream. He's if you haven't got it's good in it for the tech. If you haven't got if you're not subscribe to it. Hit the bell icon as well. Same for me as well. Hit the like button for me as well, and for him, show us some support, because when you guys give support, it gives us that push to keep going, and helps with the algorithm as well with YouTube. So that's it, lads, ladies. Appreciate everyone. Shout out to all you guys. Love. Take care.